This fog, it's been set in all day. But just hearing these sounds. It's really just an eerie feeling because kind of like you're all alone in the whole world.
Between water and sky, the true plane of existence for a hunter of monster bass. Today, a planet out of orbit. It is not only about a man's angling, but about his exploration.
I can barely make out the shoreline. I can't see anything else going on in the world. That low visibility is when these big bass are feeding. I'm professional angler Ott Defoe, and we are gonna hunt some monster bass. The success of the day can be measured in one cast. It takes about 45 seconds. It would probably surprise myself really how quick it all happens. It seems like an eternity.
Look at the size of this one. Come here, baby.
Feels like it takes hours off my life. That last 15 feet of the fight, dude, it's one-on-one.
Come here, stay on. Stay on, stay on, stay on. Yes!
I think it was about 15 years ago. They decided to do a test stocking Florida strain largemouth in this lake. Took about 5 years. Those Florida strains in here, of course, bred with the northerns that were already in here,
Brought together as they never had before, the sum of hybrids was greater than their parts.
And have kind of created a substrain that don't mind the cold weather, but they get really, really big.
Let's make a move, see if we can make something good happen.
Checking the forecast and seeing the fog for this morning, it's neat because it's something you don't deal with every day, but at the same time, it's not all good. It's gonna really, really limit my visibility. I'm gonna have to use my electronics, the GPS, just to be able to move around safely. But at the same time, it creates that low light setting that I know these big bass are using to feed up on the bait fish. My tackle setup for fishing this umbrella rig is extremely important.
In the halls of monster bass hunters, the right gear has its own shelf.
I like a 7-foot 6-inch Johnny Morse Carbon Light 2.0 medium heavy action rod. Let me see, I think that's gonna be the perfect rod. It's gonna be a long enough, strong enough rod to throw that umbrella rig. I don't want that super stiffness of a heavy action. I want the little bit of tip to be able to load up, to cast that umbrella rig at long distance. For the line, we got 20-pound test Bass Pro XPS fluorocarbon. I like fluorocarbon much better than braid. It's smooth, and I just like that little bit of stretch it gives me. Nothing against braid. I use it all the time, just not for an umbrella rig. With that braid, I'm more likely as an angler to pull it away from them. With fluorocarbon, it gives me just that little bit of resistance on feel, and I'll allow that bass to eat the bait much better, which results in a caught fish. This fog, this low pressure system that's coming in, big bass love to feed right before front and under low light conditions. We have got the perfect scenario.